1 2. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Welcome to the nation, Monster Nation. That is, I'm your host, your tour guide, President Kang around here. I'm the landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I mop the damn floor with you if you don't follow the rules. The rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. If you're trying to be a taxpaying citizen of the nation, leave us a super thanks or a cash app. We actually prefer the cash app, but y'all do y'all. Cash app tag won't be in the description, along with the Bandcamp link and the merch link. The Bandcamp link is there for those of you who would rather hear me rap than hear me yap. If anyone's here, whoever's in here, let me know if you can hear me. Happy New Year. Anyway, where was I at? Oh yeah, Bandcamp link is there for those of you who would rather hear me rap than hear me yap. You know what I mean? All of the mixtapes is there from Nonviolent Rocco all the way back to Shell Shock. All right, somebody confirmed you can hear me. Salute to you, complete indifference. Thank you. I'm starting to get discouraged. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like YouTube trying not to let me be great. Is this just a message from the Most High, from the universe, telling me to pick another hustle? Anyway, when writing on the walls here, use your spell checks, not your autocorrects. Your spell checks. It's helter skelter, not helter skelter. A's and H's, no E's and R's. It's monster, not monster. It's an A, no E and an R. It's ROCK. Include the K. I understand Crips got their little politics and policies and all that, but we got ours here too at Monster Nation. You know what I'm saying? If you want to leave off the K, then put a little cuz or a little cuh or something in the comment. If you don't want to put yourself out there, then spell it right. What else? Oh yeah, it's BCC, not BBC. Pause protesters, get your ass out of here. We are pause practitioners here. We don't want to hear, oh, what's wrong with you? Always got on your mind. Shut up. Shut up. You know what I mean? Like it's a word exercise to us. It's a game. It's funny. If I say something and you say pause to me, I laugh. Good one. What's your problem with us having fun? Why do you hate fun so much? You know what I'm saying? If I said that's what she said, instead of pause, you would be cool with that? If that's true, then who's the one with the phobia? All right? Boot camp click is spelled CLIK. Well, boot camp click is spelled CLIK, not CLIQUE or not CLICK. You know that. All right? The reason I stress all of this is because some of the people here in the nation are just visiting. They're tourists. And they don't know. You know what I mean? If you go, they see you spelling it wrong, they take it someplace else spelling it wrong. They go trying to Google it, looking for it. They're going to get the wrong stuff. They ain't going to get the mother load. And plus, it pisses off the president. But anyway, Papoose has entered the 50 Cent versus everybody chat arena fray. What are we doing here? I think I'm saying, let me just go right on record in the beginning. Like, right at the beginning of this video, I want to say that Papoose is a super MC. You know what I'm saying? Like, Papoose is one of those dudes who I feel like he raps too good for his own good. Like, because of his levels of, his difficulty levels, all of the tricks, all of the roller coaster rides he may take you on. Like, he got so many super weapons that it goes over your head. Sometimes. Or at least it used to be like that. I think he's improved on that. You know what I'm saying? He's learned how to make he's learned how to not dumb it down, but just it's a skill as well to make your thoughts digestible, if applicable. But again, I want to say 50 Cent has humor on his side. And, like some of the best battle rappers, they use humor. All of them. All of the best battle rappers use humor. You know what I'm saying? Like from They use it. They use a whole bunch of other stuff, but humor is if you can get the audience laughing at your opponent, you you have a chance. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I bring up the math high for Hollow the Dawn battle. They both have humor and all that. Hollow, most people would say that Hollow has more in his bag than Math do. A lot of people don't think Math is. No, I feel like Math is slept on. You know what I'm saying? I think he's way better than a lot of people give him credit to. But it didn't surprise me that a lot of people was taking Hollow in that battle. You know what I'm saying? But just Math had a better plan of attack. And I feel like if we just doing the memes and stuff, I feel like 50 is the better troll. You know what I'm saying? He came in the game trolling. He was doing it on raps, how to rob, so on and so forth. But I don't know. I know this. I don't like it. I don't. Nope. Not one bit. I mean, well, here's why. Because burst the ball. Salute to Rashid Thurman, rest in peace. Burst the ball. I go back to the fact that I don't really like I don't love competition. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that competitive of a person and all that. But at the same time, I do appreciate dope lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I do appreciate some sports. I mean, it's the competitive aspect, but I could probably live without all of that. You know what I'm saying? I really probably could. As far as rap goes, I prefer collaboration over competition. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the mixed emotions I don't want the conflict of having to feel like 50 is one of my favorite entertainers, but he going against Brooklyn. I don't need that. I don't need that. No. I don't like it. I don't like it. Nope. I don't. Understand what I'm saying? Now Harlem, Harlem, Jim Jones is from Harlem. Let's not forget he's in the situation and all of that. But what is it? It's Queens, Harlem, and Brooklyn, right? Is there any Bronx in this back and forth? No Bronx, no Staten Island, none of this back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So, oh yeah, my bad, ladies and gentlemen. In case you have been under a rock this morning or today, I woke up and saw Papoose posted an AI photo or AI video, 50 Cent in a hot girl outfit twerking, right? I'm like, what? Now, mind you, I saw this video about 2 days ago. Papoose didn't create the meme. I don't think he created the meme. I saw the meme on Facebook, and it was kind of odd to me because it's not that off. 50 got 50 has a aura about him right now. But let me just plain and simple. He got a lot of people shook. A lot of people ain't saying nothing bad about 50 if they in the industry. This person was not an in the industry person. He's a nigga from Brooklyn. Actually a dude from Brownsville. You know what I'm saying? I see this, I look to see who posted it, and it's the homie from the homie from Brownsville, and my brain start computing stuff, and I'm like, oh, this is the homie I heard about Mano from before Mano even came out. This was years ago. This was like 2001, 2002 or something like that. Right? Mano might have still been locked up or getting ready to come home or he just came home. And the homie Reese from Brownsville, I seen him one day at East New York and he just put me on. He was like, yeah, he was talking about Mano. Put me to be on the lookout for him. So I see that it's from him and it makes sense to me. Okay, he rode with Mano because it's kind of rare air to wake up and see somebody trolling 50. You understand what I'm saying? But I saw that and I thought nothing of it. I'm like, that's just his homie. He gonna do what he do, you know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. But then today Papoose posted the same thing. And he has a message attached to it. Let me see if this phone's still alive. It's not. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Basically, Papoose posted the post and with the caption says something along the lines of "Don't deflect, Curtis. Get at Main." I mean, he said, "Go get at Fab and them niggas. We still waiting for you to respond to Fab and them." But he said, it's fight or flight. This is all from memory because my phone's still dead. He said, "Fight or flight. If if you need a ghostwriter, holla." He said something like, If you need a ghostwriter, holla at me. I got you, champ. Dot dot dot. I mean, chump." That was a great caption. It was. So I said to myself, "What do you mean? What happened?" I'm like, what the shit? What happened? How did this happen? How did Papoose get into this smoke? You know what I'm saying? And I go in the comments of Papooses his post, and people were like, "Yeah, up there." Clearly, a lot of people were confused. They'd be like, "What did I miss?" I'm like, exactly, right? What did I miss?" And somebody was like, "Yo, go to 50's page and watch his last post." I go to 50's go to his page on IG, look at his last post. There's nothing there for me. There's no information leading to an explanation there. So whatever he posted, he must have deleted, I guess, right? But I took a couple of naps, and I was supposed to come talk to y'all earlier. I took a nap. I woke up, and I went on the Googles, and they was talking about something about 50 posted something where he was trolling Clarissa, or it was like a photo or a movie of Papoose and Clarissa Shields. Salute to all parties involved. You know what I mean? And it wasn't flattering, to say the least. I don't know all of the details, but what I do know is it was not flattering. It was like, some movie that had them looking real, slavey or something, or just not in a positive light. And 50's caption that has something to do with, he said something about this being child abuse, so on and so forth. And then and then Pap emptied the clip. You know what I'm saying? I guess you could say that. So that's where it started from, and and it's messy. And like I said, I don't like it. I don't, cause that's Brooklyn, and I'm a 50 fan. Like, you know how when you watch somebody's success from the beginning, and you were a fan of that person from the beginning, you build this. I don't know if this is true for everybody, but you build a certain affinity towards them. You know what I'm saying? I say this often enough. Back when 50 was on his rise, so was G Dep, right? And my nigga Sean Price was a big G Dep fan. Now I thought G Dep was dope, right? But I was more on the 50 bandwagon, right? I'm like, nah, son, this nigga 50 cents, blah 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 blah. He was like, son, nah, son, listen to this right now. We playing each other's songs back and forth, right? When 50 blew up crazy the way he did, and G Dep didn't have as much success. I always used to, you know what I'm saying. I used to point my finger at Ruck like, hi, nigga, you know what I'm saying, blah blah blah. Salute to G Dep's my man. You know what I'm saying, but just in a, if you bet on Boston, I bet on New York. You know what I'm saying. If you bet on Brooklyn, I bet on the Knicks, and I win. I got bragging rights. It is what it is, right? So, but yeah, salute to all parties involved once again. But yeah, watching that his meteoric rise, Medi- watching his, you know what I'm saying, his whole ascension, it was, I'm one of those people who just always rocked with 50. It's hard for him to do something wrong to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's not get it twisted. I'm fan of Fab, you know, fan of Jim, fan of Mano, but just a bigger fan of 50. So no, but the problem is, Mano, Fab, Papoose, that's all Brooklyn. That is all Brooklyn. If Brooklyn ain't allowed to go against Brooklyn. It's in the handbook. It's in the manual. I'm telling you. All right, so that's why. That's the only reason. You know what I'm saying? Well, other than that, I mean that and the fact that I prefer collaboration over confrontation. But anyway, I ain't got too much to add on it. I just wanted to touch on the fact that I didn't want to be left out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all my perspective on the situation because I'm probably the only one who don't want to see it get dragged out. You know what I mean? But are we gonna have? Because it don't seem. I don't know. I don't want to speculate, right? But I think if when it comes down to trolling, 50 has the advantage. You know what I'm saying? But to make rap records responding to all of these individuals, 50 is at a disadvantage. Even though he's the funniest person, he's the most hilarious person in the equation. You know what I mean? And I feel like comedy gives you the one of the biggest advantage in this situation, right? But he got to write bars for all of them. Like he got to write whole songs for all of them, or he gonna do? I honestly felt like that was, and this is probably my Brooklyn bias. Again, salute to Nas, salute to Jay, right? When people say that Nas killed Jay with Ether, my retort is always this: Jay went at 100 niggas on that song. Nas only went at one. Jay. So the it's kind of skewed. You understand what I'm saying? I judge it a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, 50, if he chooses to just ignore this, because he can. I don't care what none of y'all say. He can say, nigga, who look at you monkeys running to the booth to rap. I don't rap no more. I mean, he can take that. You know what I'm saying? Say, you know what? I'll activate M. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'll activate Banks. We would all love to see a Lloyd Banks G reunion. Although I feel like I hate to say this, just again, respect to all parties, salute to all parties involved. I hate to say this again. I think sonically, lyrically, musically, right? The fact that Banks used to get compared so much to Fabulous, I feel like that eventually in the long run hurt him. I feel like Banks got tired of doing he got tired of people saying he sounded like Fab, and he switched his flow. You know what I mean? And he sacrificed some of his simile game, his punchline game was all the way up here. I feel like he sacrificed some of that for the flow, for more intricate flows. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it is what it is. But I absolutely still think 50 can rap. I seen somebody saying that just say 50 is washed. I don't think that at all. I absolutely think 50 can still rap and get busy. As a rapper, look, I can see that because of my expertise. He can still do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just comparing the weaponry. But anyway, I'm gonna get up on out of here. I'm almost 20 minutes long. That's too long for these. If you made it into this video, let me get 4 microphones. Rock, 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 rock on, rock gone.